So Kanye West has just announced that he will be running for president. He says on Twitter, quote, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future. I am running for president of the United States with an American flag and hashtag 2020 vision." Now, I don't know if that's his campaign slogan or what 2020 vision is. And I think that he also put out a few other tweets talking about this. Elon Musk down below saying, "I support this run." He's also tweeting out other stuff saying that it has already started and all kinds of weird stuff, which Elon Musk has been doing his own thing on Twitter recently, and it's been
Right.
pretty funny to watch, Nonetheless, though, let's talk about Kanye West running for president. Chris, what do you think? Is this something that's really going to happen? Is this a tweet? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, Kanye West is an interesting person to try to get inside of his head. I think he may actually believe what he's saying, but I don't think it's in any way connected with reality. I think it's something that he threw out there and thinks is maybe a good idea. But if you've watched interviews with him, especially over the last few years, it seems clear to me that he's sort of been a victim to his own success, where I don't know that he really has people around him anymore who ever tell him no or kind of check his ideas and say, "Hey, this idea you're having, maybe you need to think about it," right? When you got that much going on, people are just sort of making sure your needs are met all the time, because this strikes me as something that's completely unrealistic. I mean, from any standpoint that you attack this, it just seems like there's no way in which this is possibly going to be a successful or powerful run in any kind of way. And even if you go back a couple of years, I mean, you can look at his conversation he had with Letterman, a few different things. I mean, his ability to hold a conversation about politics is it's possibly worse than Trump. Right. So it's just they're not coherent. They're not really working towards a point of making a point. It's just kind of a mess. So I don't see this really getting any kind of steam at all, even if I think he may actually believe that he's planning to run for president.
Well, so I'll say this. So the thing with Kanye though is I do think that he does seem to have some kind of long-term interest in politics. So I don't know that he'll run for president. Like we'll have to see, right? Like I mean, Kanye is Kanye. Like we'll have to see what happens. But announcing it now, once we already in many respects know, the Democratic nominee, once we already know the Democratic nominee, obviously the Republican nominee, Donald Trump, it becomes a little like, what's he going to do? Is he going to run independent? Like, what's the sort of angle here?
Right.
What's going on? So it's a little bit difficult to tell, but I do think that he might run for something at some point somewhere. So I don't want to laugh too hard at this and just, sort of laugh Kanye off. And I don't want to say, well, Kanye doesn't have an ability to coherently talk or form sentences, therefore he can't get into elected office. I mean, look at both Donald Trump and look at Joe Biden too, for for a negation of that possibility, right? One of the two is going to be president, and both of them seem to have trouble forming sentences sometimes.
Yeah, and I think he's passionate about what he's saying. I think he feels a lot of energy, and I think he's driven by the right things. I think he thinks that he's doing the right things for people and that his ideas will lead to people being better off. I just think that that's the whole thing about ideas, is they kind of have to get through this survival mode, right? You bounce them off other people and people talk to you about those and you have discussions, and those good ideas just don't come out of nowhere. They come from the work of having, being a part of that sort of environment where you're talking politics, people challenge you on ideas, you have to strengthen your points and work on all that kind of stuff. And I just don't see that when I see him talking politics. I see that emotion coming out, which can be powerful, and that's great. And I think there's actually a space in politics where he could contribute. I don't actually think he's going to contribute as a politician, right? I heard someone say, well, maybe he should run for governor of California. There's no way that's going to happen, or at least not that he, having a shot at winning the president. I know we've had some weird presidents in the past, but
and weird governors
was not like, yeah. All right, that's what I mean. We had some weird governors in this state, but I think Kanye is a whole different type of person that would be running for those things. So maybe mayor or something like that. Even there, I don't see it.
I don't know, man. I mean, Kanye, that celebrity status, I retweeted Kanye's tweet, and someone left a comment down there saying, I can't remember the exact words, but replying to my tweet saying, "Hey, look, I laughed too, June 15th, 2015, when Donald Trump says he was running, and look here now." So, you never know. You don't know the future. You don't know the future. Well,
Yeah,
Chris,
certainly not. Certainly
yeah,
not.
we don't know the future, but Chris, thanks so much for joining us to chat about this one. Definitely crazy. Kanye 2020, or is it going to be 2024? Who knows? All right, we'll see you all.